Well, hello, everybody. We love
Hello.
You know what? I'm going to have to back up because I'm noticing that there's really a glitch in, there's a lapse in the time. And that wasn't just happening before. So I
No, it
guess
wasn't.
StreamYard's not going to get any more money from me and let them hear that point. Welcome to United Earth Angel Series, episode 40 already.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
can't believe it. We're already here. Who am I? I'm Toby Staples. I'm an Earth Angel, and I'm also the founder of Alpha E Mind Mastery, Empowering Emotional Mastery. I'm the host of United Earth Angel series, and we are on episode 40 today, and we will be talking about the lower self versus the higher self. What do I do in this world? I am a global empowerment speaker. I am an author of 16 books published. I run two programs, which are one is an empowerment program, the other one is a leadership mastering of the higher self program. I do all kinds of things in this world, but yes, I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother and I'm a sister and I'm a daughter. So Andy, could you please introduce yourself to our audience as our co-host?
Absolutely. Hello. My name is Andy Joe. I am an Earth Angel. I am a singer and songwriter. I'm an author. I have two books published. I'm a mom of 11. Uh, the books are about them, obviously. And I am a wife and I am here to help. That's my purpose. My songs are going to be healing songs. My everything that I do is going to promote healing of the self. So that's me.
Right on. So today we're going to get into it, talking about the lower self versus the higher self. But before we do, there's a couple of great things that I would love to invite you to. First, I would love to invite you to the Authentic Marketing Summit that Michael Whitehouse is organizing. So there it is, and there is the link to register for you guys to come out from 11 to 5, February 11th to the 13th. The link is also in the comments. I encourage everybody to come out and join us. And that's the first thing. And there's some other stuff that I would love to invite you to also. Oh, and I didn't put the link in here, but I'll put it up for you anyway. New Moon Level Up. You're going to see the link on the top of the flyer, let's say. And the link is also in the comments. Okay, this is this Wednesday from 8 to 10, live on Google Meet. What is this all about? It is using the new moon of 2025 after the planetary alignment and the energies of Wednesday itself, combined for you all to break free of your limiting beliefs, bridge the gap to your highest potential, and flow, feeling love over worry. Yes, like water over rocks with ease and great force. Like my tagline says, it is a concept that I have created with the acronym of FLOW, feeling love over worry. Yes. And it's copywritten and created and concept by me.
Yes. That is
Okay.
Toby's. That is Toby's acronym.
Anyway, guys, come and join us for all the fun. You can go into the comments of the video and you're going to find all kinds of links for all kinds of things. You're going to find our links for our books. You're going to find the links for the group. You're going to find all kinds of awesome stuff. If you want better results, you got to do better. Show up in places where you've never gone. You know, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, well, you'll get the same results over and over again. That's why I fly by the seat of my pants and I show up where I need to be, absorbing as much learning as humanly possible from every interaction that I'm blessed with. So, Andy, let's get into today's episode of the lower self versus the higher self. And boy,
Yes,
what a difference. So let's talk about it.
there's a big, huge difference. And if anyone were to pay attention to how things feel, they would know when their lower self is taking control. And when that happens, there are things you need to do, unless you enjoy being in that lower self, which, hey, if you do, that's your prerogative, but I don't. That is something that I no longer want to feel, no longer want to be in, no longer want to project. I want to project my higher self. That does not mean I'm better than anybody. That means that I have taken control and my ego is riding shotgun. I drive me. Nobody else. I drive me. And when I feel that lower self trying to guide the wheel, grab the wheel, I hold on and I tell them to shut up, sit the fuck down. Nope, we ain't doing this. But I didn't know to do that until Toby told me how to do it. But I've been with Toby for over a year. It was a year back in November, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, she's worked with me, and I've taken a lot of work because I used to blame everybody else for the bullshit I was projecting. And it's nobody else's fault. I can control what other people do. I can control me. I can control to not let my lower self control me. Yeah, it's still there. Does it ever go away? No. But you have to control what you do, what you say. You have to put in the work. You have to do it. Because if not, that lower self's going to keep you in shame, blame, guilt, all the bullshit that most of the earth is in. And yes, I said most because look around. Open your eyes and actually see it for what it is.
Get real with it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to get to your higher self and have no idea, let me say, this lady right here, she'll guide your way. She will guide your way all the way. She won't take no bullshit from you either. And I love that because everybody else took my bullshit.
Well, what would have happened to you, Andy, if I wouldn't have taken your bullshit?
Listen, if you would have just taken my bullshit and my excuses I used to have, I would not be where I am today. I wouldn't have written 2 books. I wouldn't have written 15 songs. I wouldn't have started that ball rolling. By the way, we're almost done with my first song to copyright and release. I wouldn't be where I am right now. I know where I'm going to be this time next year. Sure as hell won't be living in the state I'm living in now. The literal state.
You know, that's amazing. I'm really proud of the results, but you really feel the difference when you come out of the lower self. But one doesn't even realize that they're functioning from a state of lower self until they do the work to find out. You know, they accept not feeling okay, and then they induce an additional self-suffering and self-mutilation by thought alone, sitting there wearing a mask to the world, pretending they're okay, but underneath it all, scared shitless about what people are going to think, say, and do about them, watching what they say, watching their presentation, watching in fear of not being accepted, fear of being judged, fear of being shamed, blamed, ridiculed, and mocked. That's all lower self-functioning. You don't function like that when you're in your optimal power of your higher self and your real true being. Never.
No, you don't. When you have connected and stay connected to your higher self, you see everything differently. Like you don't, like I used to tell people all the time, I used to talk to my mom or my best friend and be like, this person needs help. And I'd say names and say what they've done and everything else. But now when I have conversations with people, I don't go there. I just will you please? Sorry, my 18-year-old thinks he's being funny and I'm trying to be serious. But when I changed from that to what I am now, I don't even see like I see their flaws, but I don't see them, if that makes any sense. Like I know they've been through shit, but I don't call them out because they didn't ask me to. If they don't ask me to, why should I tell them? They don't ask me, hey, what kind of aura am I giving off? Why would I tell them? Obviously, they don't want to know.
But also, I think you understand that when you pay attention and you speak to somebody, you're absorbing the shit they're carrying. So you limit that exchange.
Oh, I do. I absolutely do, because I'm not going to stand there and talk to you for more than 5 minutes using my energy to transmute your energy that is shit.
And insistent on resistant of change for themselves.
Right. I'm not gonna transmute your energy for you so you can feel good after you've talked to me. I mean, you want to feel good? Okay. That's awesome. But I am not doing it for you. You want to feel good, you have to do it. I'll talk to you on the phone because that's a lot easier. I don't have to transmute shit on the phone.
Yeah, but you know what? It was funny because you know what? In your lower self, you would have never been talking like this. So I laughed because there's such a change in you in a year, and the whole world can see it. Yeah, I'm telling you. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is amazing. This is honestly like, I see the transformation. You are so solid and secure in your being and tapped into your creative power and willing everything that your heart desires into this reality with ease.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
That's how the higher self functions. That's, the real you, the all-seeing eye is when you can really honor and see all of your capacities of your highest potential and apply them into your life, exceeding all kind of human limitation. So this is what, we've focused on the lower self and the feelings of the lower self, but, transformation, the ability of that for you to exceed any human limitation comes from the higher self. You've already done that as a child. You exceeded all of your bodily limitations in the first 2 years, or you would have remained an infant laying there. In perfect design. That's the power of your highest potential and the higher self guiding you by perfect design. But then we drop into the lower self by fear-induced parenting. Parents that were in survival couldn't love us, right? But do we get real with that? Or do we fall in love with the fictitious belief of love, not really seeing that we weren't even loved correctly because they weren't loving themselves correctly? How real can we be with that? Well, you got to get real with that in order to change that pattern, even in yourself. You know, how many people are in committed relationships and connections and aren't even happy to begin with? So how can they be happy together? It's impossible. How can they truly be loving themselves when they're both living in fear? You can't create a garden when you're running from a bear. So people are living out of a lowered self, lowered results, lowered frequency, and in denial of and in avoidance of it all. So in order to reach the higher self, You have to get real with it and know that that's not you, all of those emotions that are governing you, but that story that you're telling yourself really, really keeps you locked into the lowered self, because the body's going to respond to whatever you tell it. So if you're telling yourself a story of one of fear and of belief systems that are shackling you to the lowered self, well, then that's not the real you. So you're recreating that to be, and you believe it. So the more you think it, the more you believe it, and the more it fires off on its own. So you got to fix that. Andy.
Yes, ma'am. You know, I made up a song today that I'm going to teach to my kids. Simple. Anybody can use it. From my head to my toes and everything inside, I love you. I love you. I'm beaming with pride. I come up with that today, and I'm going to teach my kids that.
Nice.
It just covers the whole body, you know. So I'm going to teach them to love them from inside out. I've already started, but you know.
Andy, did I send you the kids' books for them?
No, I don't think you did.
I'm almost sure I did. I'm going to have to send them to you, because you know what? It's funny, because all the kids that have read my books, it's like that you could sing them, you could rap them. They all rhyme. And it teaches them quite a bit. So if you want them to know about their energy centers, well, hey, I'll send you those kids' books.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to get more ink from my printer so I can print them out so I can actually hold them.
Yeah. Actually, I should even send some physical copies from the printer.
Yeah.
See what we could do. So, what do we want to add here? You know what? Do you want to know if you're in your lower self? You want to know how to do that? Go stand in the mirror and tell yourself that you absolutely love yourself. And let the body respond to that. See what it tells you. And if it doesn't agree with you, and if it doesn't say, yes, I know you do fully, well, then you're not in the state of your higher self. Go test yourself. Andy, how does it feel when you start doing mirror work?
When I started doing mirror work, I knew I was supposed to look at myself, just my eyes, look myself in the eye, and say only good things and continue to look at myself in the eye. First time that I kind of mumbled because I was afraid people would hear me. I was afraid the kids would hear me, think I'm crazy, you know. And then when I went back and did it again, I couldn't look at myself in the eye. I said it loud enough for anyone to hear that was outside of the bathroom. But I kept looking away. I was like, oh, stop. Or then I'd look at something like, oh my gosh, do I really love that? It's horrible the way we talk to ourselves. We give compliments all day, every day, but do we mean them if we can't compliment ourselves? I've learned a lot from Toby. If you can't love yourself, compliment yourself, anything that comes out of your mouth to anybody else is a lie. It's a lie. You look at someone, oh, I love your shirt. And you don't love what you don't love what you look like, what you just lied to that person. Because you can't love somebody else's stuff, love somebody else's outfit. Say, oh, that looks so good on you. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, this, oh, that. You can't. You could say it all you want. but you don't mean it.
Most people do it to be liked.
Yeah. I don't care if people like me. If they do, awesome. If they do, that's awesome. You know, we can be friends, we can talk, whatever. But if you don't like me, I don't
But in
care.
your lower self, you did.
Oh yeah, definitely I did. Definitely I did. Just I'd shut my mouth around certain people because I knew they didn't like the way I talked, or the volume I talked, or what I talked about. So I didn't talk. But now I've got my point across. If you don't like me, you don't like the way I talk, you don't like the way I look, you don't like anything, don't come around me. Because I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to silence myself. I'm not going to make my kids behave a certain way because you don't like the way my kids behave. My kids are free to be them all day, every day. And that's one of the things I have them tell themselves in the mirror every morning. I am free to be me all day, every day. I'm not going to make them act a certain way because you don't like the way they act normally. If you don't like it, don't invite us to stuff. Don't come to my house. If you don't like it, just stay away from it. You're not hurting my feelings. I could care less if you don't want to be around me because you don't like the way I act or the way my kids act. Don't give a shit. I got me. Why do I need you?
See, that's the thing, eh? Our higher self gives us such security in self. We can't be swayed. It's like standing as a rooted tree. It's the deeper you're rooted in self is the stronger you can stand and weather all storms. But remember, there's a flexibility to it all.
Oh, I
So,
love
Andy.
everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you over there.
Yeah. So you know what? We've been out here for 23 minutes. Why don't you say a couple of pieces there, and so we can wrap up this episode.
All right. Don't let anybody quiet your creativity. Don't let anybody tell you you're too much. Because if you're too much for them, they are obviously too much for themselves. They're projecting what they feel about them onto you. Fuck them. Be you. Be true to you. And don't let anybody kill it. Don't let anybody unalive your creative self. Because if you can't be you around somebody, it's not worth being around them, really. If you can't talk the way you normally talk, if you have to change the way you speak because it makes them uncomfortable, they have problems with themselves, not you. I told Elaine that the other day. I told her some. She's like, well, Joseph got mad at this and Anna got mad. I said, listen, so what? Were you doing something like really bad to hurt them physically or whatever? She said, no, she was pretending to be an inspector of the house. Had a little clipboard, paper, everything. Okay. Everything. And it was pissing off her siblings. I don't know why. I don't think anybody will understand why. But I told her, I said, are they you? No. I said, then just let them be mad. Let them be mad. That's not under your control. And that's not something that has to do with anything you're doing. Be you. If they don't like it, they can walk away. But don't let anybody kill your creativity. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say the K word on any social media, but whatever. Don't let nobody do it. Be you. Be a tree with deep roots. That's all I got to say. Don't let nobody change you.
Right on. Well, I can't believe we have done episode 40.
No. What?
Woo! Yeah, but all of these glitches here on StreamYard and all of the, always something. I think I'm going to find another restreaming platform. But anyway, it is what it is for now.
Yeah.
And considering they started to charge more, they should be giving better service, not worse.
They charged more and it's glitchy like this?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. The prices went up immensely.
Oh, geez.
Immensely. Yep. But that's okay because, hey, we always seek better in life, right? Especially, when something's a constant irritation, it's just a sign. Guys, we're really grateful that you came out for the episode. Grateful for your time and energy that you spend with us all the time. Grateful for the support. Really, people that are stuck in their lower self, you must expect that from them. Don't expect people to know or be aware or be conscious or mindful if they just aren't. People that are stuck in their lower self operate from fear, shame, blame, guilt, and denial, and avoidance of it all. They stay distracted from self. They don't see the big picture. They only see the me, victim, abuser mentality. Okay? And that's how they remain until they fix it to empower themselves. The higher self is from the I state. So the lower self is the me. The rational state is the myself, which is an empowered state, leading to the higher self, which is the real I. Real all-seeing I. So don't decapitate yourself from that by staying in your lowered 3 density chakras. Okay, because that's really what it is. The alignment and the ascension of New Earth, it is literally to go from your 3 lower chakras to raise your vibration to your 5th. So that's the ascension. It's within. And it's a vibrational frequency shift. So you have to stay true to that within. And you really have to take a look at the things that you believe, think, say, and do to really take a holistic view of what is it that you're doing to yourself. And instead of seeing everything outside of you, take a look within. Where is your part in all of that? Are you accepting it in your life? Are you denying it? Are you distracting yourself from it? Because like Andy mentioned, it's really key to sit with how everything makes you feel. And if it doesn't make you feel good, do something about it. Because now's not the time to sit in suffering, especially when it's all self-induced. And the knowledge of that is out there. So you can fix everything, and we encourage you. Thanks for coming out and enjoying episode 40 with us. We love you. Please comment, please share, and please ask us any questions that you might want as episode topics. If you'd like to join us on our episodes, please let me know. We love you. And please sign up for the summit, sign up for the New Moon Level Up, and we'll see you there. We love you.
I love you.
We have a great day. And yes, you guys have an amazing day. Love y'all. Till next time.